BuildAid is so proud to be part of this amazing, bustling city of gold. Come behind the scenes with us as we explore what really goes into the development, refurbishment and creation of this incredible city we call home. From past to present, we look at what makes Jersey unique and what the future holds. This week we speak to Rohan Passat and Jennifer Chetty from Radiant Lighting and discuss lighting in your home as well as the business of traffic lights in Joburg.
BuildAid on Mix 93.8 FM. Good evening. My name's Graham Alexander. Doing the desk as usual is Simon and Kay looking after all of us. We're going to be chatting to the guys from Radiant Lighting and chatting about lighting. Okay, what else?
And we're going to light your world up. So if you get the answer to my question right tonight, you could win another party in a small crate from Schindler's Attorney. So that contains a slab of seeds to plant, some delish chocolate, and a couple of bottles of wine. So listen up. Here's the question. We're looking for an iconic song by a South African band. It was apparently voted South Africa's all-time favorite song in 1999. It was released in 98. And I'll give you a big clue here. The chorus goes, "It doesn't matter now, it's over anyhow. He tells the world that it's sleeping." Now, do you know the name of the band or the name of the song? Send us an SMS on 41348.
This is BuildAid on Mix 93.8, brought to you by AfriSam. We're going to be chatting lighting this evening. And welcome my guests from Radiant Lighting, Rohan Passat, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And Jennifer Chetty.
Thank you.
Just a little bit about yourself, Rohan, before we carry on and learn a little bit about Radiant and then on to lighting. How long have you been in this business?
I've been in the industry for just over 20 years, and I've been with Radiant now for just over 5 years. So strong lighting background, very much in the hardware and building industry as well. So they all pretty much tie in the same circle, basically.
And you're the National Senior Sales Manager at Radiant. Jennifer, over the last 10 years, a lot more ladies have got involved in the building industry, and it's so good to see. And I often wonder if you had been threatened or anything to get into this industry. How long have you been in it?
I've been at Radiant for 5 years, heading up their marketing division, and I'm loving it.
You guys, or Radiant, have been in the business since 1990, which is quite some time, and are leaders in lighting. I think if you're in the industry and you haven't heard about Radiant, then maybe you weren't paying attention. But something that's always impressed me, and I've been to your showroom, is you have 4 floors as a showroom of different fittings and lights and lamps and so on. Rohan, what could one expect to see at these showrooms? Is it sort of put into bathrooms and lounges? How is it sort of segmented?
So we do have 4 stories of lighting showroom. It is the largest lighting showroom in Africa, basically. And it's pretty much set up in different categories, your product categories, from your downlighters for your specific rooms, or chandeliers, wall lights, ceiling lights. And then the uppermost floor has all the outdoor lighting. And pretty much every lighting need that you require for your home and office, we have in our showroom.
Does anybody know how many lights you've got in your showrooms? Has anyone counted them?
We've got around about 3,000 lights. We have the range is always changing. We're always bringing in new product and discontinuing the older ranges. So it's a very dynamic range, and it's around about 2,500 to 3,000.
So Kay's not just in the studio talking to everyone out there. Kay also produces the show and comes up with cool facts about different companies, including Radiant. And a cool fact was you guys put together a lighting installation at one of the top offices. I'm just trying to check out here. Investec. That's what Kay came up with. And it's a lighting panel of 288 panels. Rohan, tell us about this installation.
Wow, what a fantastic project. We did that a couple of years back. It was an awesome experience. We had the opportunity to showcase our latest LED technology. As you mentioned, we put up 288 LED panels. Each panel measuring 500 by 500 square, and each panel emitting 64 pixels of light. And when you walk into Investec, it looks absolutely wow. It really wows you, and it really sort of put us on the map.
Jennifer, we're talking about the showroom. Just quickly give us your address.
Okay, we're situated on 72 5th Street, Wynberg. Our office hours are Monday to Friday. Monday to Thursday, we are available from 8 to 5 p.m. On a Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. And we are open on a Saturday from 9 to 1 for viewing purposes.
100%. Now, we chat about Joburg because we love the place, and it's our city. And Simon and I are going to share some factoids about traffic lights in the city and so on later on in the show. This is BuildAid on Mix 93.8 FM. We're chatting lighting tonight. And on that subject, Simon and I have scratched up some facts because we want to talk about this amazing city called Joburg.
And how it's lit up.
Yep. So I think you picked on some traffic lights there, Simon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the very first traffic light signal was put in on the corner of Rissick and President Street all the way back in 1927. But the funny thing about it was that when they installed it, that they actually had to put a marshal in the middle of the street intersection because nobody knew how the hell the thing worked. So
is a marshal an old-fashioned traffic cop?
I would imagine so. Yeah, the guy that stands on those boxes. I think you've seen them in the UK pictures, standing in the boxes, directing the traffic. I can't waving my arms there. You can't see that, yeah.
I was just scratch something up here. There are 2,100 odd intersections in the city that need traffic lights.
That require maintenance every month, yeah. And
So I wanted to bounce something off of Rohan about lighting, and he's a technical man in lighting. Do you know there are 3.6 million electrical components in those traffic lights in the city?
And it takes one high-felt thunderstorm to cause all 3 million
to wreck half of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do these things cost, Simon?
Well, about 2,500 rand a month is set aside per fitting or per traffic light that they then get maintained with. So that equates to just over 5 million rand a month.
Is that per traffic light?
That's per traffic. Yeah, that's per traffic light. 2,500 rand.
And you know what we're probably not doing in that calculation is each intersection has at least 4 of those.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
2,000 times 4 times 2,500.
Yeah, so you're probably looking at about 20 million rand a month in terms of maintenance.
Gee.
That's a heck of a lot of money.
BuildAid on Mix. I'm chatting to Rohan and Jennifer from Radiant Lighting. Three things I want to cover before we close off. One is you have another nifty gadget that you've referred to as an SE90. And maybe Jennifer, just quickly tell us what this thing does.
This is an emergency light that's plugged into a socket, and when your power goes off, it automatically, there's a motion sensor that comes on.
Okay, so the difference there is motion. When you move around, it picks you up and the light comes on.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a little bit cleverer than the one we spoke about earlier.
Yes, and the beauty about this light is, especially if you've got little kids at home and the power goes off at night and they get up, normally they're afraid of the dark. So the minute they get up, the movement is picked up by the sensor and the light automatically comes on, which is quite nifty.
Planning a home is something that we talk about on the show almost every week, and how important it is for homeowners to sit down with the architect and specialists like kitchen people, lighting specialists and so on, and spend time planning before you start building. And that planning also allows you to cost the project correctly because you know what you want. So my question, Rohan, I know the answer, but I need you to tell us, is I'm a homeowner, I have my architect or my lighting specialist, you have this amazing 4 floors of showroom. Can I pitch up at your place and talk to a specialist?
You are more than welcome to. We have lighting experts that will welcome you into our showroom. We will take you around the showroom, show you all the variety that we carry, all the different ranges, indoor, outdoor, garden lights. And we have the expertise to assist you in terms of determining which lights are suitable for which rooms and so forth. So definitely when you come in with your architect or designer, we will engage and we will assist you throughout the entire process.
all good things come to an end. Ours is starting to come to an end. And before I say goodbye to you, let's check with Kay who won that amazing prize.
Don't you want to know the answer to the question yet?
That's true, yeah.
We were looking for the band Bright Blue, and the song is Weeping. And the winner is Jessica. Well done, Jessica. We're going to get hold of you tomorrow so we can get that little party in a crate from Schindler's right to you and cheer you up, because you had a little bit of a disappointment yesterday, I believe.
Jennifer, your website.
Yes.
Is it as easy as
It's
Radiant?
.co.za.
That's it.
So it's www.radiant.co.za.
Okay.
You can contact us on 011 386 0000. We also have offices in Durban and as well as Cape Town.
Fantastic. So if you missed anything on the show, go to radiant.co.za or pop into their showroom. Rohan and Jennifer, thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We appreciate it.
Thanks to Simon for looking after the desk, chatting about Joburg. And thanks to Kay for looking after all of us. And thanks to Ian for videoing the show. Up next is a greatest show on earth. We do this every Wednesday between 6 and 7. Chat to you next week. Ciao.
But there's something online, and I can't hurt you bad. There must be so much love in my heart that it would tear me apart. And I know, although you couldn't see, to hurt you.